Tragedy has struck the football world. Liverpool star and Portuguese international Diogo Jota has died in a devastating car crash at the young age of 28, just weeks after marrying the love of his life. Fans, teammates and the entire global football community are in absolute shock.
Now, more on that breaking news. The Liverpool football star Diogo Jota killed in a car crash 2 weeks after he got married. The 28-year-old Portuguese forward was killed in a car crash in northwestern Spain. He's left 3 children behind. Meanwhile, the Portuguese national football team have said they are devastated by the death of the Liverpool forward, who they said was a fantastic player. The GB News reporter Sophie Reaper joins us from Anfield, which is, of course, the home of Liverpool Football Club, who won the Premier League in the last season. Sophie, devastating news for Liverpool.
Indeed, Andrew, and fans of the club here in Liverpool and, of course, around the country and even around the world will be waking up to that news this morning, that tragic news that Diogo Jota has been killed in that car accident. And as you rightly say, he leaves behind his childhood sweetheart, who he married just 2 weeks ago, and 3 young children. In fact, he actually posted on Instagram just yesterday their wedding video with the caption, "A day we will never forget." It's truly, truly tragic, of course. He came here to Anfield to play for Liverpool back in September of 2020 for a fee of over £40 million. He's made many appearances, and of course he helped them to win that Premier League title just last season. He also won the FA Cup and the League Cup with Liverpool. He's also an international player for his home nation of Portugal. They won the UEFA Nations League with him. Of course, he also lost. We also know, in fact, that his brother was killed in that car crash. And in a statement, the Portuguese national team have said Diogo Jota was not only a fantastic player with almost 50 caps for the national team, but also an extraordinary person who was respected by all his teammates and opponents. He had a contagious joy and was a reference point in his own community. Now, we are still waiting to hear from Liverpool Football Club this morning to confirm and to give a statement after the loss of their forward, Diogo Jota. But I'm sure in the coming hours and the coming days, we will see Anfield inundated with fans coming to pay their respects, to lay flowers and to leave messages of condolences to Diogo Jota's family, of course, his new bride and their 3 children. Truly tragic news here in Liverpool this morning.
Today we remember the incredible legacy of Diogo Jota, the player, the father, the husband, and the man who gave everything on and off the pitch. News broke this morning that Diogo Jota was involved in a fatal car crash in northwestern Spain. The accident also claimed the life of his brother, Andre Silva. Authorities have yet to release full details, but the confirmation has shaken the football world. Just 2 weeks ago, Jota celebrated his wedding with his childhood sweetheart, sharing a video captioned, "A day we will never forget." Now, that joy has turned into unimaginable heartbreak.
I want to talk again to GB News sports producer Paul Coit for more on the terrible news about the death of the footballer Diogo Jota, a Liverpool star of the Portuguese national team, only 28, tragically killed in a car crash in northwestern Spain. And we understand his brother was also killed in that crash. Paul, put this in perspective. He only got married 2 weeks ago, childhood sweetheart, 3 lovely children. But the football world is also mourning a big star.
A huge star and a fantastic footballer for Liverpool. You're going to hear a lot of this, and we always hear, if anybody passes, there's always tributes about what a wonderful person and how good they were. And with this one, you know, it's so true, because he was a fantastic footballer, a fantastic professional, signed from Wolves, went to Liverpool 4 years ago, won a Premier League and 2 League Cups and an FA Cup. So his pedigree is certainly not in doubt as far as his football's concerned. But I think the most important thing of all, Andrew, and I think this is what we'll all agree, is that it's a 28-year-old. He's basically a boy. He's a 28-year-old, and he's passed away along with his brother. And the family, and like you say, he just got married 10 days ago. He's got 3 young children. It could not be any worse. It's an absolutely heartbreaking story. And what's interesting is that the way the football community is and the way that football fans react to their heroes on the pitch, they feel like they know them. And I think most people who are into sport and into football like I am feel that. And, you know, you call the players out by their first name. They mean a lot to you. And it's very close because when you support a club, it feels like a family. And therefore, when you have someone in the team dies, which is very rare, especially at an age like this, it's all that more poignant and it means that much more. Now, we're going to see loads and loads of tributes. We'll see the flags. We'll see people mourning outside Anfield. That will begin very soon. The same thing, I think, will happen at Wolves because Wolverhampton Wanderers fans are very fond of him too. And it is just the most heartbreaking thing. It happened very late last night in Spain. And we'd heard rumours early this morning. But the thing is, often you get this. You get this with famous people. You get this with social media. But you never know how true it is. But it was confirmed about an hour ago that sure enough, he died. The president of the Portuguese Football Federation has said that the Portuguese Football Federation, all of Portuguese football, is completely devastated by the death of Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva early this morning in Spain. Much more than an amazing player, almost 50 international appearances for the national team. He was an extraordinary person, someone with an infectious joy and a reference in the community itself. And he said, on my behalf and on behalf of the Portuguese Football Federation, I express my deepest condolences to the family and friends of Diogo and Andre, as well as Liverpool FC, FC Penafiel, which is where they both played together when they were young, where they played their football. So it really is just awful, awful news. We will hear more, I'm sure, about the crash, but what does that mean when someone in the prime of their life has passed away in such an awful manner, Andrew?
Absolutely. That's Paul Coy, our sports presenter, talking about the death of Diogo Jota, who was the Portuguese international, who was a forward for Liverpool Football Club. More on that throughout the day.
Diogo Jota's legacy is not just written in goals or trophies, but in the hearts of fans who saw him as one of their own. His drive, his humility, and his love for the game will never be forgotten. Gone too soon, but never forgotten. If you feel the impact of this loss, if Diogo Jota's brilliance touched your life, honor his memory by hitting the subscribe button. Join our community as we continue to celebrate legends and speak truth to power in football. Our thoughts and prayers are with Diogo's family, friends, teammates, and all those grieving this tragic loss. May he rest in peace. Rest in peace, Diogo Jota, 1996 to 2025. Leave your tribute to Jota in the comments below.